Hello, welcome back to the James Ramblin' Reviews for yet another episode. And in today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing the new Barbie movie. I saw Barbie a week after Oppenheimer, and I saw it with my sister and her boyfriend, Stuart and Laura, right? And I'm wearing a pink shirt because Barbie is associated with the colour pink. So, before I dive into my thoughts of the movie, I'll give you a bit of context, right? So, when it comes to Barbie, it's not like this thing I'm super duper into. Like, as a kid, I didn't remember when I played with Barbie dolls. It's mostly a female thing, it's mostly for girls and stuff of that nature. But as you're going to find it in this review, Barbie is not very, like, for little. Barbie is definitely not for little girls. So, Barbie, what is Barbie about, right? Barbie is pretty much about the Barbie world versus the real world, where you have all the Barbies and all the Kens in their little dream houses and stuff like that. And then you have the real world dealing with all the politics and things of that nature. So that's the plot, right? But what works about this movie is definitely like the comedy. The jokes are very good in this movie, and the movie is very self aware. Like it realizes that it's all a giant joke. Sure, there are times when the movie does get a bit serious, and there's a lot of serious subject matters. And I definitely don't think you should take your kids to see this film because a lot of adult themes and a lot of themes like that. So I like that. Also, there is like the style and the environment of the movie is very good. Like the doll houses and things look very nice and pretty, and you can definitely tell this movie is made in the summer. It's got that happy vibes to it, stuff like that. Also, another thing I like about this movie is the acting. Like Margot Robbie as one of the Barbies is good. I did like Simu Liu as Ken. I also did like Ryan Gosling, and been hearing about Ryan Gosling being like a standout, and yes, he does steal the show, but Margot Robbie also has her time to shine. And there is people complaining about how it's like a woke patriarchy man hating thing, but I feel like this movie kind of jokes about how the real world sucks and men are bad, and like I said, Ken gets his time to shine, so it's not like entirely man hatred. It feels like a parody, realizes it's a parody, and that's good about it. Also, a thing I didn't expect to see was like John Cena in this movie, which was an interesting thing. The movie is also like only like just a little under 2 hours, so it's shorter than Oppenheimer, so it kind of flew by for me. I love that about the film. It's not exactly a perfect film though. Like I'm not gonna tell you this movie is a masterpiece and all of that stuff. I had a really good time with it. There was also like there's also like this whole thing with Mattel and the corporation. Like it does kind of feel like a cliche corporation where they're trying to get all the Barbies to do all that and get the money, and it gets tons of money and do well and succeed as a business because Will Ferrell like jokes about all this stuff, and he's like, "Oh wait, we can make money off of an ordinary Barbie." Okay, yeah, I'm in now. So you get all that. Is there times when I don't laugh? Yeah, there was a few times where I don't laugh, but it's mostly because there's moments where it's not as like jokey because there's this whole plot about how like Barbie is depressed and she has anxiety, and it did almost make me cry, which was interesting because a movie like Barbie you wouldn't expect to kind of feel a bit emotional, but I wasn't like tearing up. There wasn't like tears going down my face. So with all that kind of said and done, right, Barbie, right, I'd give Barbie maybe like an 8 out of 10, kind of like Oppenheimer, but I don't think I can compare Oppenheimer or Barbie. Another point to add is, would I rewatch this movie? I don't know if I would rewatch this movie. Does it have some cinematic elements to it, like Oppenheimer, right? If I was to bounce off of my last review, there is a couple moments where they play like the 2001 Space Odyssey theme, and how there's like this whole narration about the Barbie and the history of Barbie is like dun 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 dun. But I feel like that's kind of more for comedic effect. It's not like this cinematic. It's not like some like super duper cinematic thing like Oppenheimer was. I don't think it's completely on a different level. So I would recommend that, right? And I definitely think that Barbie isn't just for females. And I do like how You think that you would think from the trailers that this movie is like a happy film, and it's all like that, but it's completely goes into those political things. But it's definitely not a woke disaster. This movie's also making $500 million at the box office, and well deserved. But I hope you enjoyed this review. Hope you enjoyed this review. Stay tuned for more reviews like this. Right, I kind of had quite a few things to touch on with this film. Let me know down below how you thought about Barbie. I did enjoy this movie. I wasn't expecting to enjoy the movie as much as I did. Like, I never expected to enjoy Barbie as much as I really did. So, other than that, hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next week for another James Ramblin' Reviews episode. Sorry, I'm just kind of excited about this movie. Kind of like the past few reviews, I've just been super duper excited about these films, but hypothetically, just remember that I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Now I'm just joking, right? Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 Barbie, Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life is plastic, so fantastic. You can brush my hair and dress me everywhere. Imagination, life is just creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Bye, sorry. I'll end the review now.